Owen, how's your life going right now?
It's really interesting and awesome and always super fun.
Yeah, a lot of really interesting, fun stuff, huh?
Yeah, work's been interesting.
Well, it's been
really busy. And so I moved back to more of a morninger shift. I had been coming in at 9:30 or a little bit after.
Sure.
Because I'm supposed to be a late person. And then my boss is like, well, why don't we just have you come in at 9 so you can be more of a morning person?
How late were you going into work?
Like 10.
Holy shit.
Yeah, 10 to 6:30.
Dude, that sucks. What the fuck?
That's why I was able to come here straight after work.
Right, but that would suck to get off of work. You can still come here even if you're getting off a little earlier, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
But, dude, that would suck to get off work at 6 o'clock.
It was awesome to wake up at 9 a.m., though.
Kinda.
No, not kinda. It was awesome.
Oh, man.
I am a night person.
Sure.
It was awesome.
But now what's happening?
Now I'm coming in at 9 a.m., so slightly earlier.
And you got to wake up at 8?
I know, it's terrible.
Oh, you poor baby.
I know. It's so sad.
Oh, my God.
That's not what I'm complaining about.
What are you complaining about?
Oh, just work's been weird.
Oh, fair enough. Vincent, how early do you wake up?
5:45.
5:45. Nice.
That shit sucks.
I wake up at 6:15.
That sucks ass.
It's called that grind, dog. You know what really sucks? I've been on that grind. Have lost like 0 weight. I've just stayed the same weight.
You on that grind set?
I need to eat better. But you know what I need to
Abs
do most?
start in the gym. That's true.
You know what I do? No, abs are made in the
Sorry, yeah, abs are made in the kitchen, yes.
Yes. But do you know what I want to do more than anything else, Owen?
Do a podcast with your best pal.
Start the show. Ooh, welcome in, everybody, back to another episode of Dahm. That's true, of course. I'm your host of most Truman and Machine Steen, and as always, I'm joined with the beast with the least, Owen Domination Dahm. Owen, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing well.
Yes, he is doing well. We are both doing well. He has a super interesting life. He's going to tell us more after the pod.
Off the air.
Off the air. You guys don't get to hear about Owen's crazy life. But you know what you guys do get to hear about this week? You get to hear our Chiefs and Broncos takeaways. Woo! I'm sure you guys have definitely want to hear more about this fucking sloppy-ass game the Chiefs just played, and you're going to get some more sloppy top from the best. Owen, we're going to talk about the Chiefs' defense. Is it good enough to go to a Super Bowl? Is it worse than the 2018 defense? We're going to talk about it all.
You have stats.
I do have stats. You know I do. Hey, somebody has to on this show.
Hey, one of us goes off vibes, one of us goes off stats.
It's true. It's true. Every podcast has two wolves in it.
Inside you.
Bro, okay, so by the way, I sent you, I don't know if you saw this. I'm going to turn down the music. The music is still so loud. I sent you a TikTok. You have to go watch it because as much as you say the Church of the Hard Seltzer forgets the funny, we did not forget the funny as hard as these guys. Did you watch it? No. I sent you the TikTok too.
Okay, can I watch it right now while you continue the podcast?
Yes, yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Is it will it be my most recent TikTok?
Yes. You can just open. You can listen to it on the mic. They might want to hear it.
Oh, no. Who forgot the funny? Like just some random person on your FYP?
Yeah, I don't know why it came across me. This had 3 likes. And it came across my timeline, and I was like, damn. That made me feel better.
Yeah, literally, Truman said, at least we ain't forgot the funny this hard.
Dude, it made me feel better about every Church of the Hard Seltzer episode we've ever done. Here, wait. Here, hold it closer to the mic, going.
Oh, God. Truman.
It's noise canceling it. Hold on.
I've been going over your medical results, and I found something strange.
It has 68 likes now.
Oh, God.
No.
No, you do not have cancer.
Well, then what do I have?
Beside you, you have 2 wolves.
I was wondering where Moby and Dick went.
Yeah, we're gonna have to operate that.
No, you can't take them from me. They're my best friends.
Random wolf noise.
Well, tell that to the guy next door who has a single elephant inside him.
He sounds like he's in pure agony.
No.
Now it gets real nasty when he starts blowing his trunk.
That's so loud.
Where was the funny, dude?
They did kind of forget the funny. You did comment on it to boost it for him, though.
I did. I helped him out. Not only did I comment on it, I also sent it to 3 friends.
You're boosting their numbers, bro.
I did boost their numbers.
If only The Church of the Hard Seltzer could have had a pal like Truman.
And see, I'm different because I didn't comment hateful stuff. I commented I said next time you got to do one when he's got that dog in him. Yeah, thank you.
That wasn't that bad. That was not as bad as Church of the Hard Seltzer.
No.
The Church of the Hard Seltzer was one of the
Church of the Hard Seltzer
things.
was better than that.
2 minutes long. No, it's so bad, dude. Did you delete
I swear it was under a minute. No. Bro, I leave the TikToks up where I forget to put the caption on a duration timeline, bro.
I just saw your Messi Ronaldo TikTok.
Oh, yes.
Which one is that?
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm so scared.
Pull it out. Look at it real
God.
quick. It's a good one, too.
All right. Well,
Mostly because I'm kind of forgetting what it was. But yes. Sorry. Chiefs Broncos takeaways. Chiefs defense takeaway. Chiefs versus Texans preview. Score predictions. Mahomes versus Hurts for the MVP. We're going to talk about it.
I've seen this one. Yeah.
We're going to talk AFC South team. What is it? What is it again?
It's the Messi.
What does it say? I can't remember. Oh, that Ronaldo is trained all this time and Messi is just autistic. That's right. Yes. AFC. We're talking AFC South team of the week and reviewing our Week 14 picks. We're going to talk about betting, Owen. We're going to talk about same game parlays, something that Owen loves to bet.
Yeah.
And we're also going to talk about how the machine did. Not great. Not a great week for the machine. We're going to talk Owen's 5-team parlay of the week. Owen, how'd the 5-team parlay of the week do last week?
3-2.
3-2. Oof. Not that great.
Yeah, and the winners. Actually, you would have made money because the winners were Kansas City, Jacksonville, and Dallas. So Dallas and KC weren't going to get you too much money, but Jacksonville should have gotten you double at least.
I'm not sure.
I thought they were big underdogs to Tennessee.
I'm not sure they were big underdogs. We're also going to talk top 5 bugs. We're going to do top 5 insects, but my favorite insects are arachnids. So, or some of mine are arachnids. So I'm going bugs. Top 5 bugs. And then we have pop culture minute. So that being said, Owen, let's get into it. Owen, Chiefs. Broncos takeaway. Owen, what's your takeaway from this? What's your big takeaway?
Honestly, offense's fault. Not even joking.
Offense's fault.
Yeah, not joking. So defense.
I thought you were joking. So that's good.
Anytime your defense gets 7 sacks, the game should not be close.
That's fair.
The game was closer than it should have been. Obviously, the defense needs to cover number 1 wide receivers better and supply their rookie wide corners with more help. But there's only a couple teams that win games when their quarterback throws 3 picks. Luckily, Vincent, you have to put that shit down.
Sorry, Vincent's watching the wolf and elephant.
This TikTok did not forget the funny.
It forgot the funny. All stop. We are boosting these randos. This TikTok, that TikTok makes me feel better about any TikTok I ever post, and I want to post more dumb TikToks because I'm like, might as well. Because those guys, their total likes across all of their videos are less than like 8 of my videos, on their own. Like they have like 12. Listen, and that's not a flex.
They have the fame changed you, Truman.
It's not a flex, but they have like 1,200 or like 1,250 likes, and I have that on at least 5 videos, if not 6 or 7.
That Bills Chiefs one keeps popping off.
But somehow they have 525 followers. I just hit 300. What am I doing wrong?
You have the Church of the Hard Seltzer on the account.
Everybody follows and they see Church of the Hard Seltzer and they immediately unfollow. They go, "Fuck! Absolutely. I thought he had the funny." Okay, sorry. Chiefs versus Broncos.
But yeah, and there's only a couple teams that can win games if your quarterback throws 3 touchdowns. I mean, three interceptions.
Listen, division games are. I will say division games are always kind of like this. I don't know if you watched the Bills game. Bills was close for a while.
Division games are always tough, but that doesn't give your quarterback an excuse to throw 3 picks.
Cowboys need a miracle over the Texans. Obviously not a division game, but both in Texas. I count it.
I don't know. It's the offense did not. The offense had like 7 yards in the third quarter.
I know.
That's not good enough to win a game. The play calling was weird.
It was good enough to win the game.
Well, they stopped the Nick Bolton handoff on the 4th down conversion for the 20 billionth time in a row.
No, Michael Burton.
Yeah, sorry.
Nick Bolton.
So
Nick Bolton probably get it.
please add more wrinkles to that or stop running it.
Okay, I will say Michael Burton, last year, they ran that play like 8 times, or 7 or 8 times, and every time they ran it, he got a first down.
Yeah, but not anymore.
I know, I'm just saying.
Teams know that when Burton's out there, it's going to him.
That's fair.
He hasn't been out there and not gotten it the ball.
He's no Anthony Sherman, I'll say.
We have more wrinkles on a play with freaking Colin Saunders out there. How is that possible? How is it possible that you're not adding improvements?
Fair.
Listen, the Chiefs did score 30 points. They could have scored 50.
They scored 28 points because they scored 34 points, but
Sure.
Sorry, they scored 27 points because 7 of those points were from the defense.
Sure, but I don't care about that.
Oh,
They should have scored 50,
sure.
and they shouldn't have allowed Denver to score any either.
Sure.
It was a sloppy game on both sides of the ball. The Chiefs are lucky. The Broncos are bad.
I would agree that the Chiefs are lucky that the
And they
Broncos are
ruined
bad.
the touchdowns versus bathrooms meme. He threw 3 touchdowns that game.
Hey. But here's what I will say. For the only for the bathroom versus, listen, I'm not rooting for anybody to get hurt. I'm not celebrating any injuries. Let's clarify that now. But one of those things that should never have a but. But I will say, with the concussion that he had, I think they should just shut him down. To be fair,
He did get absolutely that was bad. He got knocked out.
yeah, he was out. He was out
It
cold.
wasn't like it was a dirty hit or anything. You know, he's getting tackled from behind, going for the first down.
I think he had in his mind a plan to like dive forward, and that plan did not involve Frank Clark coming over the top of him. He did not know he was there.
Yeah.
But Frank Clark's just trying to make a play. I got no problem with Frank Clark.
Wasn't like it wasn't a dirty hit. You know, wrapped him. So
Yeah, I don't think. And I also think this is a hot take. I say this a lot personally because I played football. I would keep my helmet strapped. I had my helmet tight. And I played with a lot of guys who didn't have their helmets tight, and I see that same shit in the NFL. And they're adults; they can make their own decisions, but I just don't understand it. And I think that ping pong sized ball thing that you saw on Russell Wilson's head
came from not having his helmet
came
strapped.
from not having his helmet strapped. I think, or not tight enough. I think if you look at it when he goes down, you can almost see his head slam into his helmet. If your head is slamming into your helmet,
It's not on right.
that's not on right.
Well, there's a reason that Peyton Manning had that big mark on his forehead.
Right, because he wore it fucking tight. Yes.
He wore his helmet tight.
He did not have many concussions. I'm just saying. Although, to be fair, he played in a different time where maybe concussions were harder to diagnose. He probably had a couple concussions.
But he also
just
got
played
hit way
through 'em.
more.
Yeah, that's true too. I will say, yeah, the division games are always kind of like this. The team played sloppy. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
Brings the Chiefs to -6 in the turnover battle in the season, and they're 10-3. I think you should take that as a mark. I don't know if that should give you hope. I don't know. Would that worry you more or less that the Chiefs are negative in the turnover battle and are still 10-3?
Well, they're
Does that
not
make you feel
different.
better about this team or worse?
They're not worse in the point differential, though. That is my personal
Right,
metric.
Well, obviously, that is the number one metric because that directly impacts it.
Yeah, the Chiefs did give up 21 points off of 3 turnovers, which
Right.
is annoying.
Right.
Why? Like the game shouldn't have been close.
I also think that the Chiefs. I know we use this excuse a lot, but especially when they play these close bad games, is it possible they close the playbook?
I don't think so. Mahomes
think-
threw 3 interceptions.
Listen, I think it's
That linebacker
Linebacker?
whose name I'm forgetting, ate Mahomes' lunch that game.
yeah, it's because that guy was a nobody and he made 3 fucking and he had 2 fucking interceptions. That's why it's frustrating. I will say though, if you look at those plays that he had those interceptions on, I think it was just not very creative play calling. I think the routes weren't that interesting. I don't think they schemed open many guys. And I think that's where some of the issue comes from.
I was surprised that MVS didn't get the ball more. MVS was getting the ball on mid crossers these last couple weeks, and then all of a sudden there's just none. You're telling me there's no plays?
Listen, I don't think MVS is that good, and 2, I think when they're closing the playbook, they're not scheming guys open. I don't think MVS has what it takes to get open.
They still should have also just run the ball more simply.
Listen,
Nick Bolton was getting.
yes.
Oh my lord, I said it again. Nick Bolton.
Isaiah Pacheco.
Pacheco was getting like 5 yards a carry.
Yeah, he was killing it. He had 13 carries for I believe it was 70 yards, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Over 5 yards a carry. Yeah.
Yeah, just give him the ball.
I don't know, man. I think the Chiefs might have had a
dump
limited
off to
playbook,
McKinnon was there all day, too.
Especially once they were up 27-0. I think they closed that book. But if that's the case, man, this is going to be a frustrating team to watch down the stretch. Listen, your next 4 games, Texans, and then I believe it's Raiders. No,
Texans,
Texans. Broncos.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not Broncos again.
Broncos
Fuck.
last.
It's the other two.
Texans,
Seahawks,
Seahawks, Denver, Vegas.
Broncos, Raiders. Yes, I knew Raiders were last, and then I was like, I can't remember the other fucking team, and I should have known it wasn't the
We
Broncos.
should put all of these teams away. None of these teams should beat Kansas City.
Right, and that's the issue is that I'm worried that they're going to get up big, they're going to close the book, and it's going to be frustrating games to watch. And I think it's going to be key to not overreact if they're just playing games close, because I imagine these games are going to be close because this is what Andy Reid does. It's the reason, but it's also the reason that Andy Reid loses to bad teams, especially prime example, Colts playoff loss.
Yeah.
Way back when, if you remember that.
Yeah,
Smith.
just close that playbook. You know, gave up a whole bunch of punts in a row.
Ready to save it for next week, and they fucking. And a lot they'll say, oh, we're not staying focused, we're not keeping the foot on the gas, but they're not keeping the foot on the gas. I'm not even sure it's an intensity thing. It is somewhat of an intensity thing, but this team is built so much around how good of a schemer. Andy Reid is one of the best play callers of all time. And if you take away your biggest advantage, which is that he's a Hall of Fame play caller.
Something was up with Travis, too. Travis was not out there on the field that much.
Yes, because they one, closed the playbook, and two, when you have an older tight end who's, he's not old, but he's in his 30s, you might as well save him when you're up this much. Why would you not save him from hits?
I think he has an injury.
No, I think you're at the point where you're trying to prolong Travis Kelce's career. There is no reason to put Travis Kelce out there for every single play when you're up 27-0.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, man. It
think-
was just a weird game. I hate when teams don't put teams away, but one big positive is they did that drive that they were never able to do.
We did talk about that. One of the if you ever see was it Trap House Sports on TikTok, he'll do those. It's like top 5 worst players in the NFL, or it's not Trap House Sports. Somebody else. It's like Trap House Sports, but it's like Johnny Man. It's like top 5 players, and it's like Johnny Manziel after having 3 beers or something, or Baker Mayfield when he's having a revenge when he needs to prove somebody wrong, or stuff like that, or Cam Newton when that one time he returned to the Panthers for one game.
It's that one the Snapchat sports guy.
No, it's not. Jack Settleman doesn't do that, but again, it's something like that. It's one of those content
Like
creators.
Mahomes when he's about to lose or something.
Right? Yeah, Mahomes when he's down 14. One of the worst quarterbacks in the world is Patrick Mahomes when he's up 6 and he's got the ball with 4 minutes left. Terrible quarterback.
Yeah, he's been awful.
But it's Andy Reid also playing overly conservative, and it makes me scared for how close the rest of these games are. I would not bet on the. Listen, I bet on the Chiefs to cover the spread. Fucking annoying game to watch if you had the Chiefs minus the spread. They had a 18-point lead on covering the spread, and they fucking blew it.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
But my thoughts is that they're probably going to be like that for the rest of the year. I would almost bet the Chiefs do not cover over half their games from here on out.
Really?
If any of them.
The Raiders look worse.
I would bet here. I have a tiered bet for you. You pay me $5 if the Chiefs don't cover a single game at all. If the Chiefs cover 1 or 2, we push. But if they cover 3 or 4, I'll pay you $5.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
There's no way they cover all 4.
We'll see.
I'm just saying.
But I'll take it because it's either nothing or good. I doubt they're not going to cover all of them.
Okay. Tweet it out.
It's a good bet for both of us.
Tweet it out. Looking for your phone on the table. Okay. I think that's all we need to talk about this Chiefs game. I mean, this is an ugly Chiefs game, but we are going to talk a little bit more about it, kind of in a roundabout way, I guess you would say. Let's talk Chiefs defense. We kind of did a little bit of an homage to it. Owen, I want to ask you. I'm interested to get your thoughts on this. Is this Chiefs defense good enough to go to a Super Bowl? And also, to piggyback, are they worse than they were in 2018? You remember the 2018 was the Bob Sutton's terrible defense, but they were
28th, yeah.
They were overtime away from going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. So the answer is this defense good enough to win a Super Bowl? Yes. Is this defense worse than Bob Sutton's defense? No.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's hard to have a worse defense team. I think I have some interesting facts. I do have some numbers on both these.
Yes, I believe this Chiefs team somehow has more sacks, right?
Oh, this Chiefs team 100% has more sacks.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, here's how 2018 versus 2020. I'll do 2018 then
It
2020.
feels worse this year, but it is not.
All right. In 2018, they're 24th in points allowed.
Yeah.
In 2022, they're 19th in points allowed.
Yep.
In 2018, they're 31st in yards allowed.
Yep.
Second worst in the league. In 2022, they're 16th in yards allowed, league average.
Yeah.
And here's the point I want to harp on. Wait. I don't want to. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Okay.
I'll save my point for last. In 2018, they're 31st in yards per rush, which is terrible. If you remember that offense
terrible.
was
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah.
That defense was terrible.
Yeah, they just ran the ball like Tom Brady literally beat us by not throwing.
Yes. That used to be how to beat Patrick Mahomes, was to have a good running team. That's not how you do it anymore. In 2022, they're 14th in yards per rush. Would you believe that?
Yeah, top half. Yeah, I would. The run defense has been better.
Well,
Colin Saunders has been eating, dude. Colin Saunders is on the field.
Nick Bolton is really good. In 2018, they were 18th in most penalties. Just a little under league average. Mm-hmm. In 2022, they're 10th in most penalties. Well, I guess they're 10th in fewest penalties.
Yes, only
And
9 teams have fewer defensive penalties.
Yes. But here's where the difference is. Here's where the difference lies, and here's why this 2022 defense feels almost about as 2018. Owen. In 2018, the Chiefs were 9th in turnovers.
Yep. Marcus Peters went ham.
I don't think he was on the team in 2018.
I thought he was.
Nope.
Oh no, he was on 2017 because he said, "Shoot, where are we going home?"
Well, and he talked shit on Patrick Mahomes right before he started.
That's right.
He said, "Man, that guy Patrick Mahomes is not going to be good." And he's fucking
So funny.
league MVP the next year.
They
were 9th.
Was that the Justin Houston sack here? No, it must have been way earlier.
No. That was way earlier. Again, they were 9th in turnovers. In 2022, where are they at, Owen?
Like 27th.
Oh, it's not bad. 24th in the league in turnovers.
Okay. That's not as terrible as I thought it was going to be. They could use some more turnovers.
It's not as terrible as you think it is, but here's where these stats really starts to kind of come together. We talked about this last night. I kind of started to harp on this when me and you were just talking, which is why next year I think when I'm in a house and we get to have like a permanent studio almost, where we don't have to set up on the kitchen table. We'll hopefully have a basement. Maybe we do a couple. Maybe like watch the games live. Maybe we do a post game reaction show. Maybe we're doing 2 shows next year.
Maybe.
It would be kind of cool. But here's where we're talking about, because me and you were talking about this like during the game. Oh, and in 2018, the Chiefs defense forced 27 turnovers.
Yep.
The Chiefs offense turned it over 18 times in the regular season in 16 games. That means they averaged forcing 1.68 turnovers, and they averaged only turning it over 1.125. So basically every game it was 1-1, but some games it'd be 2-1.
Yep.
So they were winning the turnover battle. They were +9 in the turnover battle.
Sure.
In 2020, the defense has forced 14 turnovers.
Yep.
That is almost half the amount in only 3 less games. We've played 13 games, and they have 14 turnovers.
Yep.
Again, Chiefs defense in 2018, 27 turnovers, 16 games. The offense has already turned it over 19 times.
Yep.
Remember that Chiefs offense in 2018 in 16 games?
How many of those are Patrick Mahomes interceptions? 10?
11.
11 now?
Yes.
Like 11 interceptions, 35
11
touchdowns?
are Patrick Mahomes interceptions, 3 are Sky Moore's drop punts.
That's so annoying.
I'm actually not sure if that actually counts that, but I think it does.
The rest are fumbles?
Yeah.
Travis Kelce has a couple.
Travis Kelce has 1. Isaiah Pacheco maybe has 1 or 2. Clyde has 1 for sure. He lost the game.
Yeah, that's pretty annoying. I'm not concerned by that, though.
Juju has 1, right?
No.
It was a pass.
I'll tell you why I'm not concerned about that stat. Because this Chiefs defense isn't allowing teams to get anywhere. You have to get turnovers when you're doing a bend don't break. You don't have to get turnovers if they're punting.
Oh, sorry. Wait, I had this written down. Sorry, three turnovers in special teams, but also have forced 2 turnovers in special teams. So I'm losing the turnover battle by 1 in special teams. So.
But if your offense, like you said, they're 10th in yards.
10th.
Yeah.
No, sorry, 16th.
I mean that's league average. I'm fine with that. If you're forcing teams to punt, you don't have to turn the ball over.
But here is where we talked about this. Here is where this comes into battle, Owen. Or here's where this comes into trouble. The Chiefs are averaging per game 1.07 turnovers forced
Yep.
which is 1,
Yep, 1.
barely. And they're averaging 1.46, basically 1.5. So it means every other game, again, like we
2
said,
to 1,
1
yeah.
or 2. So, and you want to know how you the frustrating games that we watch the Chiefs, the games that have convinced you the Chiefs are not incredible.
Yeah.
It really isn't the losses to the Bills or the Bengals, right?
No.
The games that have forced you, or when you let bad teams stick around. You know how you let bad teams stick around?
Turnovers.
Losing the turnover.
But
battle.
we haven't lost those games, and that's the sign that the Chiefs are still a good team.
That is not true. Owen, I will say I don't believe the Chiefs have been significantly worse than any opponent this year. Right?
No.
They have 3 losses. I think they had opportunities to win against the Bengals. They should have won against the Bengals, I will say.
Yeah.
If they wouldn't have turned it over.
Yeah.
And they could have had a shot at beating the Bills if they didn't.
Turn it over.
That's right. And the other loss, you remember what they did at the end of the Colts game?
Turn it over.
They turned it over. Owen, the Chiefs have lost the turnover battle 7 times this year.
That means we've won it 6 times.
Yes. Yes.
That's not that terrible.
That is bad. Because, that doesn't mean that they won it all 6 times. That means that they pushed it some of those times.
Yeah. Oh,
They've only won it.
definitively lost it 6 times. 7 times.
7 times.
That's not
Over half the games, they've definitively lost a turnover battle. Oh, and all 3 of the losses, they lost a turnover battle.
interesting.
The other 4 games?
Well, yeah, that's just discipline.
If you can name games that made you worried about how bad this team is, or that this team is not good.
Raiders.
Okay, they didn't lose the turnover battle in that game.
Well,
Wait, let me bring it up and double check, but I don't think they did. Other games? Denver game, for sure.
San Francisco, we probably turned the ball over quite a bit. We still won that game, though.
No, we did not lose the turnover battle. We beat the hell out of San Francisco. What do you mean?
I don't see. No, Jacksonville?
Jacksonville, yeah, we lost the turnover battle in that game.
We still won by 10 points.
I don't know if you remember going to OT against the Tennessee Titans.
Oh, yeah. I do not remember that.
Yeah, they lost turnover battle in that game. And the other game, Arizona.
Did we score on our first possession, or did we make them punt?
No, we kicked the field goal and then we sacked them. No. Yeah, sorry. We kicked a field goal
To tie.
and then
Yeah, I think they got the kick.
well, we ended the game on sacking them. Oh yeah, we just kicked the field goal and then they got the ball and then we stopped them
Oh, that's right.
down there. Yeah.
Dang. I don't know. Dude, I haven't been paying attention this year, I guess. I don't know, dude. We've lost it 6 times. It doesn't seem like that because we stopped Arizona.
The Raiders game is actually the only game this year where there was no turnovers for or against. Nobody turned the ball over in that game.
That is so weird. Did we lose it against Tampa Bay?
No, we beat them, but we beat the hell out of Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I know. We only have 3 losses. I can't really think of too many that were that close. Turnover battle against the Rams, maybe?
I already told you all the ones that we lost turnover battle.
Which
in.
ones?
3 losses.
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
That's why I brought that one up.
3 losses in Tennessee. Okay.
Jacksonville,
Okay.
Denver,
Denver.
and Arizona. Arizona's the last one.
That's fine.
Arizona's fine. But the other 3 games, those 3 games are the reason that you don't really believe in the Chiefs.
Denver's annoying.
The fact you let Denver stick around, the fact you let Tennessee, we should have lost that Tennessee game. We were bad for a lot of it.
Yeah, we're bad, but we're always bad against the AFC South.
Malik Willis.
We're always bad against the AFC South.
But Malik Willis.
It's the hoodoo, Truman. It's the hoodoo.
Listen, man. Here's the thing.
The curse.
Because in losses, do you know what the Chiefs haven't done yet?
What?
They
In losses?
yes.
Haven't won the turnover battle?
They haven't given up 30 points.
Damn, really?
Bills lost 24-20.
Yep.
Bengals lost 27-24. Colts lost 17-14.
Yeah, it was 17-14. That was terrible.
Oh, 17-20. Sorry.
Damn, what a terrible game.
That was a terrible game.
Yeah, so yours proved my point. The Chiefs defense is not the problem.
What? No, the Chiefs defense is not the problem, but the issue is what the defense is not doing. The defense is
I
not
still
forcing
think turning
turnovers.
over the ball is an offensive issue.
Okay, it's a both sides issue, right? Because the Chiefs defense,
Yeah, the Chiefs defense could get more turnovers, but they're not allowing points.
If the Chiefs defense was league average and turning the ball over, the Chiefs might be undefeated.
But the Chiefs defense is above league average in yards. The Chiefs offense is getting the ball back.
They're league average in yards.
Oh, they're league average in yards.
Yes. The only thing they're above league average in is penalties and
Points, right?
no.
What are they 10th in? Penalties?
Penalties. Oh, 14th in yards per rush.
Oh, well, whatever.
That's the two things that are above league average or
Still,
league
still,
median.
I think
by the way, not
I
league
think
average.
most of these turnovers things are on the offense or on special teams.
Listen,
14 from special teams plus Patrick Mahomes.
but I'm just saying, if the Chiefs lost the turnover battle by 1 against the Bills, they lose by 1 possession. Lost the turnover battle by 1 against the Bengals, they lost by 1 possession. They lost the turnover battle by 1 against the Colts, they lost by 1 possession.
It's still not on the. I mean, yeah, it's on the defense, but
It is on the
offense
offense.
is the one turning over the ball.
It is on both of them. This is a Chiefs issue, and this is the biggest Chiefs issue. Listen, the Chiefs don't lose the turnover battle in any of those games. I bet they win.
Yeah, they need to not turn the ball over.
Because it's very specific. If Sky Moore doesn't fumble a punt inside the 5, they beat the Colts.
Yeah.
Colts scored a touchdown on that. Well, and not to mention the Chris Jones penalty, other stuff. Also, if Patrick Mahomes doesn't throw an interception at the end of the Colts game, they probably tie it. They probably go to overtime. They probably escape like they did against Tennessee. If Travis Kelce does not fumble the ball against the Bengals, they probably win because they probably go down and score, and they probably march down the field like they were going to. They were already about to be at the 45 or 50-yard line.
Yep.
They probably scored a touchdown. They go up 11.
Yep.
Problem solved. They don't throw the one. Well, there's a couple things you point to. I'm not going to count the red zone pick because the Bills also turned it over in the red zone.
They did.
But if Mahomes doesn't force a throw with 1:10 left on the clock and a couple timeouts in the Bills game, probably goes down there, maybe scores before halftime. Before the end of the game, they probably win.
And the Bills have looked bad since that. Well, not bad, but they've looked weak.
The Bills have looked fine. Josh Allen has looked bad.
That's true.
Josh Allen looks like shit. You know who looks like Super Bowl favorites? The Eagles. The Eagles look like Super Bowl favorites now.
They do, yeah.
The Eagles are...
Once again, they are playing absolutely terrible teams every single week.
That is true, too.
But they have been convincingly beating people. But they did get close to the Colts, too. They almost lost to the Colts as well.
Listen, I think the Chiefs could still possibly, believe it or not, I think the Chiefs could be the best team in the NFL still. But I think...
This league is very wide open. Because the Dolphins look bad, too.
But what the Chiefs are, for sure, in my mind, they're the sloppiest team in the NFL.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They are... they need to be humbled. They are, I think, a little arrogant.
Yeah.
And I think they aren't focused. I don't think they're as focused. The defense is not forcing turnovers. The defense is not finishing, for as many sacks as they had. They've increased their sacks tenfold this year.
Yep.
Not finishing when they need to. No, 1 sack against Joe Burrow. And that's the one he kind of laid down on.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of, fumbles generators from blindsiding a quarterback,
Yeah.
Turning some of those sacks into fumbles. 7 sacks against Russell Wilson. No fumbles. Kind of crazy.
I guess that kind of gives credit to Russell.
Yeah, it's a veteran move there. The defense, if this Chiefs team wants to go to the Super Bowl, if they want to win a Super Bowl, 1, gotta limit errors, and 2, you gotta make errors. Chiefs defense has to start turning the ball over.
I still cannot blame the defense for anything on the last game.
Also, don't forget Trent McDuffie fucking dropped that one off his face mask.
Yeah, I do remember that. That was kind of funny.
It's crazy.
But I still can't blame the defense at all for the Denver game. The Chiefs offense had 7 yards in the third quarter. That's when they scored all of their points. You cannot win games if you keep your defense on the field for a whole quarter.
The Chiefs defense also allowed the most points that the Denver Broncos have scored all year.
Because they had the ball for 15 minutes straight.
They gave them short fields.
For 15 minutes straight.
There was a break in the middle. Don't.
The Chiefs
there was halftime. There was halftime in the middle. Don't over.
They scored 2 touchdowns in a row
before halftime.
In the third quarter.
No. Before halftime.
We threw 2 picks in a row in the third quarter. We had 7 yards.
No. 2 picks in a row in the second quarter. Right before halftime. 27-14 at the end of at halftime.
Still, yeah,
and then the Broncos scored a touchdown after halftime. And then it's 27-21. And then the Chiefs score to go up 34-21, and then they allow a touchdown.
The offense turning over the ball puts the defense in a bad spot.
Jerry Jeudy had 3 touchdowns. You know how many touchdowns Jerry Jeudy has this year?
I don't know. But that is on the defense. They need to stop single coverage on the other team's best wide receiver. It's aggravating. They figure it out after halftime every time.
I know that Steve Spagnuolo lives and dies by the blitz. But you need to stop dying by the blitz, goddammit.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Jerry Jeudy had half of his touchdowns this year against the Chiefs.
That makes sense. Russell Wilson had a third of his throwing touchdowns.
Yes. Jerry Jeudy has over half.
One of them on a 65-yard screen pass.
Yeah, it's been a disaster. But
I didn't see some idiot on Twitter
65 yards.
saying that Bolton needs to make the play on that screen pass. He needs to beat 3 blockers. Okay.
He doesn't need to make the play on that, but he needs to, give more effort. That's a tough
There's
one.
no more effort
Listen,
when you're being blocked
really
by
here-
2 people.
I'm not really here to question NFL effort.
If your
but
team engages 8 and you're one of the 3 that didn't engage and you get beat by blockers downfield, that is not your fault.
Listen. He didn't get him by backpedaling, did he?
He was left in no man's land.
Attack. Do something. Yeah, he was stuck in no man's land, and when you're in no man's land, the best thing you probably do as a defender is just attack. Attack something.
He's still not making that play. No one's ever making that play.
He could have made the play.
No. Stop.
If you attack, dumber things have happened.
Yeah, it's
We've
not.
watched
It's not gonna
offensive
happen. It
linemen
was
miss
wide
blocks.
open in the middle of the field. You're not ever stopping.
I don't think he stops a first down, but I think he
I don't think you stop
could maybe
anything.
be.
I don't think he gets hands.
I think L'Jarius Sneed had a shot at him down the field. I think if
L'Jarius Sneed had a shot. L'Jarius Sneed needs to make a tackle.
Yes, but also if you slow
Why are
him
you
down,
tackling a running
if you
back up
slow
high?
him down at all by attacking, by making the running back change course or the lineman change course at all.
That's
Now
still,
we're talking
that's
something
still
different.
not on Nick.
Now we're talking something different.
That's still on
It's
L'Jarius
not
Sneed.
on Nick Bolton, but Nick Bolton did not do anything helpful, right? They scored a touchdown and he didn't get a hand on him, right?
He's not getting a hand on
You're
him.
defending Nick Bolton? That's the stance you're taking on this?
Yes.
Listen, I get not attacking Nick Bolton any further, but I don't get defending Nick Bolton.
When Nick Bolton is not part of the engage 8, there is nothing you can do when there's 3 blockers in front of you.
There was only 2, by the way. There was 2 offensive linemen and the running back. It looks like 3. There's
Yeah,
3
you're
guys
not
coming down the
making
field.
that play.
He can't attack. All he did was backpedal. As a middle linebacker, the reason that you're in the pros is because you have an instinctive attack.
You're never making that play. What are you not understanding? There is 2 men behind him.
You were this close to making the play.
No, he wasn't.
Yes. No, the Chiefs were.
Yes, because your safety tackled a running back up top.
But if you cause any amount of fluctuation, any amount of slowing down, any amount of forcing, it's 11 guys on a field, Owen. And guess what? 2 of those guys had a shot at him, but he was a step ahead of him. Nick Bolton goes forward. I don't think Nick Bolton makes the play, but I think they stop a touchdown. I think if you made this Denver team try to do more, I think there's certainly a possibility that they stall or turn the ball over. I think it's insane to defend what Nick Bolton did.
I don't think there's.
I think it's ridiculous to call him out for saying he should make the play, but I think it's ridiculous to defend him for. Well, Nick Bolton did all he could. Nick Bolton did nothing.
There's nothing you can do there, dude.
He could have done something.
There's 7 players in front of the ball behind it, and they're doing nothing.
Take out one of the linemen.
You can't do that.
If
That's
you
a
attack,
penalty.
if you engage, no, it's not. There is nothing against chopping linemen. No,
They are
no.
calling that penalty.
Owen,
Against chopping a lineman.
I get chopped. Yes, that's what guys do, Owen.
I don't think so.
That is what people do. There is nothing. What's the penalty? Call the penalty then.
Is that not? This is not an illegal hit.
What would be the penalty?
Isn't it called cutting? Isn't that a penalty?
That's not a penalty, no.
Either way,
You're thinking
there's
you're thinking of a cut block or a chop block. Those are both offensive things, Owen. You cannot chop down a defender outside the box.
I don't think you can cut an offensive lineman now.
You absolutely can. There is nothing that you really can't do to an offensive lineman besides, I guess, hold him technically, or all face mask or illegal hands.
Either way, it does not matter. There's no play that would have made that
There
better.
is more plays that he could have made. He made the worst option.
I don't see. I don't. If you look
You
at this
don't
play,
see how
I
that was-
don't see how there's any play.
You don't see how that's the worst option that he could have done.
I don't see how there's any.
Oh, and
play
you know they
can make
scored a
at all.
touchdown on this play and he didn't touch him.
Yes, correct.
So you think he did the best thing he could have possibly done there?
Okay, now you're arguing semantics.
No, I'm not arguing semantics. I'm arguing you defending this play by Nick Bolton.
There's nothing that you could do there.
There is things he could have done there.
Yes, I suppose he could have hurdled him and landed on his feet after a perfect front flip.
He could have engaged one of the blockers. What did he do? He backpedaled. He ran away. He tried to cut around him. He made no plays on him. He didn't even change the course of him.
I'm telling you, when you relook at this play that I'm about to show you,
I'm about to bring it up.
I'm bringing it up right now.
I'm bringing it up on mine. Don't worry.
don't worry, I got 2 YouTube ads.
I'd bring it up on here. Damn, you ain't got that YouTube Premium?
No, hell no, I'm not paying for that.
Also, I'm gonna just go to the thing. Just gonna go to the highlights.
You can pull up the actual highlight.
Well, you can just go to NFL.com. Not an ad. Hashtag not sponsored.
Holy shit. So many ads.
You could also just not be broke. You could get.
I could not be poor, I guess.
You could get YouTube Premium.
Do you have YouTube Premium?
Yeah, it's so worth it, man.
I'm not paying $5 a month for it.
It's not $5 a month. Oh my god. Holy shit. What though? Use that same word? No. Mac Jones, no.
All right, here we go. Here's the play.
Michael McCoy.
Okay, here's the play.
All right, I'm watching.
Yep, there you go. 2nd and 15, by the way.
I know it's 2nd 15. Owen, it's a terrible play, right? This is not the play, by the way.
Okay, it's the next play.
It wasn't the next play, but it was.
See. Okay. Engage.
Right. No, Nick Bolton backing up. Does nothing. Nothing.
I don't think you're.
Listen,
think
look,
cutting.
look,
What is cutting lineman doing?
Watch
here?
this. Watch this here.
I'm watching.
Cut.
Okay.
Inside. Anything.
He did go inside.
Force him to the outside. No. What? No, he went outside.
If he cuts there, he
Watch.
goes back inside.
Who
Cut
does?
there, he's still going inside.
No, he's not going inside there. He cuts outside. He loses this blocker. Watch. I'll pause it. I'll pause it where we can make a decision.
If you cut there, he is going back inside with the
No.
blocker.
If he goes outside, no. He has to go this way.
What are you saying?
If Nick Bolton goes this way,
he cuts the lineman like you want him to do. He's
no.
going inside.
No.
Inside.
He just cuts. He just cuts inside. He goes into the lineman here. He cuts back towards center field.
From that foot angle.
Yes.
How do you do that?
He cuts this linebacker outside.
How? You're
What?
running. You're running.
He
back.
plants this.
I don't.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You're too
Again, what did he do instead?
engage the lineman.
He backed up. No. He kept on backing up. The lineman engaged him. Do not get this twisted.
I just don't think you're beating that, dude.
Listen, he's not making the tackle. But what he is doing is giving his guys an opportunity. He's turning it back outside.
Juan Thornhill is still missing, and L'Jarius Sneed is still arm tackling and running.
No, but not if you force him back outside, where it's Trent McDuffie versus a wide receiver that he's already beat.
I think no matter what, he cuts that back inside there.
I think you're wrong. I think we can keep on arguing about this. I think it's if butts and candies and nuts, but listen.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think I can't see how you could possibly say Nick Bolton made the best play he could have.
I didn't say that. I said that you're being ridiculous by saying he did nothing.
He did do nothing.
There's nothing you can do. Okay,
There
we're done.
is
We're
things
done.
he could have done.
We're done.
No.
We're not doing this anymore. I'm not arguing this point anymore.
There's nothing Nick Bolton could have done. Nothing. He couldn't have made him cut outside. He couldn't have made him.
I'm telling you, if you said what you think he should do, which is cut back inside, he's getting engaged by the lineman, and the lineman is going back to the running back is going the same place he
the
went.
running back is going outside. If he cuts back towards center field, the running back goes outside.
The lineman is there.
And then to get back towards the center, he's got to go a little slower.
I don't think that makes a difference. I think the
No.
lineman is engaging Nick Bolton no matter what he does there.
Absolutely makes a difference. Absolutely.
Moving on. I'm not doing this with you anymore.
Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Hey,
I'm not arguing this point with you anymore.
you can be wrong. It's fine. Got him. Roasted.
Shut the fuck up.
All right. We're done arguing about Nick Bolton. I know you're a Nick Bolton stan.
I
love
am a Nick Bolton
I love
stan.
Nick Bolton. We
Full
all love
bias.
Nick Bolton. We all love Nick Bolton. Nick Bolton has been great this year. He's the
I
reason that
argue
the
with
Chiefs'
full bias.
defense is so good. The Chiefs' run defense is so good. Sorry.
I think the Chiefs D-line is the reason the Chiefs run defense has been good. Nick Bolton is certainly better than Anthony Hitchens, and
Right.
Willie Gay is certainly better than Anthony Hitchens. So I guess you're right. The linebackers were the reason the Chiefs were shit last year. So I guess Nick Bolton. But I don't think you can leave out Willie Gay.
Oh, no. I mean,
Willie Gay was a monster in that Denver game as well, by the way.
Willie Gay was great. Yeah, absolutely. But he gets
I'm-
more playing time now.
I'm hoping he was mic'd up
I doubt he was.
because I love hearing it on the Chiefs.
I don't
mic'd
want
up.
to see anything from that Chiefs game anymore. I'm good. But Owen,
But what?
every week
But I was wrong.
here on Dahm, That's True, we do a Chiefs preview for the next game. Owen, this week it's Chiefs versus Texans. Owen, give me a couple takeaways. Give me a couple
Keys to the game.
keys to the game.
Patrick Mahomes, don't throw an interception, please.
I think Patrick Mahomes is going to throw an interception.
No way. Against the Texans?
He might.
I mean, he could, but that's why it's my key. If Patrick Mahomes throws no interceptions, the Chiefs win comfortably. The Texans are. Can you bring up the Texans defensive stats for me?
I can.
I'm pretty sure they're like bottom half in everything on defense.
Everything on defense?
I think they're terrible.
I don't think they're as bad as you think, but okay. Chiefs. All right. So in yards, they're bottom 5. Points allowed, they're bottom 7. Yards per play, they're bottom 10. They're 10th to the worst.
Oh, okay. They're 22nd.
They're almost as. Oh, wait. Sorry. They're better than their top half in the league in takeaways.
Fuck. That's why it's a key to the game.
Oh, and they have 3 more takeaways than the Chiefs defense.
That's crazy. Well, they do play at the rest of the AFC South all the time. They are playing against quarterbacks by the names of Matt Ryan, Malik Willis, and Trevor Lawrence.
They've allowed the 4th fewest completions,
Interesting.
but they also have had the 5th fewest, or tied for 4th fewest attempts.
Okay. Whatever. So they're average. They're league average.
They're in net yards per attempt, net yards gained per pass attempt, which is passing yards minus sack yards divided by passes attempted plus times sacks.
Yeah.
Times sacked. They're 9th worst in the league.
Okay, so sweet. The Chiefs should.
And they're terrible against stopping the run.
The
They're
Chiefs
6th
should run over them. Then the Chiefs should not. This game should not be close.
Oh wait, actually, sorry. The Chiefs' defense is 10th in most penalties. Sorry.
Oh, and most penalties, they've been penalized a lot.
Yes.
Damn, that sucks.
Would you guess who's the most?
Frank Clark.
No, sorry. On team wise.
Who has the most?
Yeah.
The Raiders.
Tennessee Titans. Actually, very odd. They all have 9 more than the next closest team.
Well, they're really good.
They're solid. They're fine. They're aggressive.
Their D line is probably where
It's a
they're
Mike
going with
Vrabel
this.
offense. They're
Yeah.
defense. They're aggressive.
Okay, yeah. My keys to the game: no interceptions.
It's a hell of a key to the game.
Yeah, no interceptions. That's my biggest key to the game. Run the damn ball.
I don't care about running the ball.
I care about running the ball.
I don't.
The Chiefs got 5 yards of carry. Please, when you get 5 yards of carry, just don't throw it anymore. Remember that 2 years ago against the Bills when we found out we could just run the ball in that crappy rainy weather, and then we just beat them because we ran the ball? That was awesome. I loved that game. That was so much fun to watch. It was working, and we said, we don't need to have it not work. And then we ran the ball. They knew we were going to run the ball. We ran it.
It
was great.
This is actually kind of surprising. How many games do you think Mahomes has without an interception?
This year?
Yep. Out of 13.
4.
5 games without an interception. He just throws one dumb one. He's only had 2 games with multi-interceptions.
Yeah, he's good for like one stupid interception.
Yeah, when
Or like tips off their hand.
when the Chiefs are about to put the game away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or to fucking seal their fate. There are only multiple interception games, Denver and Buffalo. Interesting.
Yeah, so two of those were seal your fate interceptions on
Buffalo and
semi-desperation.
No desperation there. No desperation on either of those. He shouldn't have been forcing those.
That's true.
Plain and simple. He had time against the Colts. He had time against the Bills.
Mahomes panicked, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, no interceptions, that'd be good. Run the ball. No interceptions, run the ball. Get to Davis Mills. Davis Mills is actually talented.
What? What?
Yeah, he's talented, but he has no time in the pocket because he's been getting eaten up with sacks.
Davis Mills got benched, and then I think he just got to come back in. I don't think he even started the game last week. I don't know.
Talented, not good.
Listen, neither of them are very good, I will say.
Just get in the quarterback's face.
Sorry, he did start the game. That's right. Sorry, he hadn't started for the last 2 weeks, but he did start this week.
That is my key to the game. Get in the quarterback's face.
Man, he was terrible still. That's crazy that they were in that game because he was still bad.
Yeah,
He had 175 passing yards
that's pretty shit.
in their best game of the season
Yeah, against Dallas, and they lost. Should have won.
because their win against Jacksonville wasn't even very good.
Yeah, but those are my keys to the game.
Get to Davis Mills.
Yeah, get to
Patrick
Davis Mills,
Mahomes doesn't
don't
throw
throw
any
any
interceptions.
interceptions, and run the ball. Run the damn ball.
Listen, I think after all we've talked about, I think it's hard to not say win the turnover battle. Prove to us that you're not a slap team. Clean it up. Have a tight game. Have a nice, clean game. Similar to how you had against like the 49ers, man. It's weird that we went and played so good against the 49ers and have not played a game as clean as that since.
That was such a clean game. Just
Yes.
total dominance.
Total dominance. And this is a team you should totally dominate.
That's so funny because the Niners have looked really good since that game.
Yep.
But the Chiefs beat the shit out of them.
Yep.
That, you know what, that makes me feel good on the inside. That makes me feel warm because the Chiefs have it in them to just completely destroy a team. And that was, what, week 7.
Yeah.
And that's one of the top teams in the NFC. This playoffs is so open this year. It's more open than it's been for a long time.
And you get the feeling the Chiefs are going to blow it again.
Because the best teams keep blowing it or almost blowing it. Chiefs have almost blown it twice now. Buffalo's almost blown it twice now and has blown it 3 times.
Well, the Eagles are slowly going to become the Super Bowl favorites. By the end of the year, Eagles will be the Super Bowl favorites week 18. That's my guess.
Yeah, probably. But they're also going to lose a game. So
maybe against Dallas.
Dallas, New Orleans, and then the Giants again are all
terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible schedule. All right, easy schedule. Yeah, Chicago, Dallas, New Orleans, Giants.
Yeah, I think Dallas. I mean, the Eagles are ripe for a divisional exit.
Right. I mean, to be fair, a lot of these teams.
Well, I guess it's not the. Is it still the divisional? Yeah, it's a divisional.
A lot of these teams end up being the top team and then fucking blowing it. So I wouldn't be shocked if they blew it again this week, against Chicago especially. Oh fuck, that'd be so funny.
They're not gonna blow it against Chicago. Is Justin Fields starting?
I think he should be ready to play. I think they had the bye week, right?
Chicago, yes, they did not play this week.
I think he played the week before that, did he not?
Yeah, Chicago, yeah, had the bye week.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that'd be funny, but they're not. It's not gonna happen. The Eagles are gonna win by 30.
You think so?
The Eagles have been beating the shit out of bad teams.
The Bears have been playing everybody close.
Yeah, but the Eagles have been beating the shit out of
Justin
bad teams.
Fields is like a negative clutch quarterback, but they have been playing everybody close.
That's the one thing that Jalen Hurts has been a clutch quarterback. He's been good.
Yeah, that's true.
No one ever accused Jalen Hurts of not having ice in his veins, and he just continues to have ice in his veins. He's cold as ice, dude.
I know.
I'm pretty happy for Jalen Hurts. I thought he was going to be good. I mean, you know this. I've said that I thought Jalen Hurts was going to be good. He's doing well this year. I'm scared for him, though.
Yeah.
In the similar way that I'm scared for Lamar, and Lamar just got hurt.
Yep.
And Russell Wilson is the same had that mold before Lamar came out.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing, and we just saw Russell Wilson get hurt. Doing the same kind of thing we're scared of all these running quarterbacks.
Right.
You know, extending the play, giving everything for your team, trying to make a really good play, turn a good play into a great play.
Yep.
And
got hurt.
That's scary stuff. That's stuff that Alex Smith used to do and always got away with it.
Yep.
Do you remember all those times that Alex Smith
Alex
jumped
Smith didn't
backwards?
take too many hits.
But do you remember he would jump backwards at the line of scrimmage to try to get the first down, and get slammed right in the center of his back?
Yeah.
He used to do that.
Be fine.
Alex Smith, sneaky good running quarterback, by the way.
Sneaky good. Well, before the leg stuff. Yeah.
Well, obviously.
The Texans. The Texans.
I already gave you my 3 keys. Oh yeah, this is for all of our Chiefs preview going on YouTube.
Listen, for me, it's got to just be don't turn the ball over. I do not care about anything else going on in this game. If the Chiefs do not turn the ball over, there's no way if the Chiefs win the turnover battle, there's no way they lose to the Texans.
Yeah.
There's no way we're sitting here on Monday. Again, the Chiefs have not lost this year when they've won the turnover battle.
Yep.
They've only, even if they break even. Guess what? I don't even care if they don't. If the Chiefs aren't going to turn the ball over, then I don't even care if the defense gets turnovers.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
A simple formula. The Chiefs need to score on every possession, or every time they score a touchdown, they can punt once.
Yeah. Touchdown, punt, touchdown, punt, touchdown, punt is like a 45-point drubbing.
Yeah. Yeah, Chiefs be fine. Or if you go field goal, field goal, field goal, field goal, field goal, field goal.
No, I'm not okay with that because Harrison Butker's going to miss one because he's hurt and is...
He looked better, although I swear he missed one of those.
The one that went right over the top, I thought they were going to... But, I mean, that behind the goalpost angle is terrible, but that was right over the top.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, which, by rule, even if the edge of the football is over the top of the upright, it's in.
Yeah.
They do the soccer rule, like the line is part of the area it contains,
Yeah.
So, but, I don't know, that was sketch. But, yeah, just going back to what we said about the defense. This defense is good enough. I'd like it if they,
This defense is good enough to win a Super Bowl, but they are not good enough at turning the ball over to win a Super
correct.
Bowl.
I would love it if they stopped leaving their rookie corners on islands.
Mm-hmm.
The rookie corners have been showing out. They've been what we need a rookie corner to be. But please stop asking him to prove it against number 1 wide receivers on other teams. Please. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's it. Let Trent McDuffie cover number 1s. He's been great at that.
Yep.
I guess he's a rookie corner, but he's not who I'm talking about when I say rookie corner.
That's fair. Again, the Chiefs cannot lose this game if they don't turn it over.
But this might be the game that gets the turnover differential like +5 for the Chiefs.
Maybe, but they haven't done that to anybody yet, really.
We'll see. The Texans are bad. This is a nice get-right game for the Chiefs.
Absolutely. Absolutely get-right game for the Chiefs. Okay. Official score prediction, Owen.
35-10.
Do you believe – I have this written down. You can read my laptop.
I had 35-10 last week, I
have
believe.
34-10 written down.
Oh, nice.
It's actually kind of crazy. Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it. It said 34-10.
Yep. I said it's what the Broncos score should have been.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. I mean, it's what it should – even watching that game, after watching that game, it's what it should have been. Hannah learns to read with the subscription. He says, get right. That's a get right game. Yeah, absolutely. It's fair. It's fair.
Yeah.
20 months. 20 months. Big shout out to Hannah
big
learns
shout
to
out.
read for that.
Who are the Bengals playing?
The Bengals are not
Playing Tampa Bay.
I don't know, man.
They should beat Tampa Bay.
Tampa's dead in the water, man.
They're so shit.
After watching that shit against the fucking Brock Purdy-led 49ers. Listen, I know that the 49ers weren't successful because of their quarterback play, but still, it's fucking Brock Purdy, bro. All right, handlers read. We're going on the arm. Whoa.
Mr. Relevant, dude. You know who you're talking to? You're talking to Mr. Relevant.
I know. You won't really be able to see this, but I promise it's there.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Yeah.
Listen.
Tampa Bay's so bad, and you know they're going to beat somebody in the playoffs. They're going to make the playoffs at like 6-9. Well, it's worse than that, 6-11.
Oh my God, Roaring Bull also with the subscription. Damn, you get to go up. You get to go on the forearm.
But Truman, you just know that Tampa Bay is going to win a playoff game this year. I would love it if Carolina kept winning, because Carolina's on like a 3-game win streak, right?
Carolina actually is playing very well. Carolina has a semi-legitimate shot at winning the NFC South. Wait. We're getting. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap this up with a nice bow.
35-10, easy. Should be easy. Get right.
35-10. I have 34-10.
Book it. Ship it. Next segment.
Listen, don't turn the ball over, and you win.
Yeah.
Simple. It's really just that.
They're so bad. The Chiefs haven't played like the worst team in the NFL in a long time.
It's true.
Like the consensus worst team. Like these Raiders and Broncos teams have been bad, but they've still been like, the Broncos have a good defense.
People try to say the Broncos are the worst team in the NFL. It's the Texans.
Texans are so bad.
So much worse. It's crazy.
Yeah. The Broncos do something well.
Yep.
The Texans do nothing well.
Texans do something well challenge. You know what? I'm worried we're talking too much shit at this point. Pierce 2 touchdowns. I don't think so, man.
No.
Listen,
the Chiefs' run defense is better.
I'm not even sure I would take. Oh wow, Patriots are going to win. Patriots are 14 with 14 minutes left. Let's call that good. Ooh, that's another dub for me.
Fuck, that's another L for me.
Damn. Well, we'll talk about that coming up on our next segment. But okay. So yeah, 34-10, 35-10. Hey, if you're watching just this segment on YouTube, we appreciate you for being here. You can tune in live, 8:45 p.m. Central Time, twitch.tv/Steam Machine. Hey, you can sub, you can get your name on my body.
On my body.
On my body. Or you can go watch the full episode of Dahm That's True. We put it up Wednesdays at 6 a.m.
Yep.
6 a.m. for all you early risers. I listen to it in the gym. Actually, not on Wednesdays. I don't
we do
work
it
out
for
on Wednesdays.
conscience of our engineer listeners.
Just our office worker. Vincent literally just said he wakes up at 5:45 every day.
Our teacher office
Everybody.
worker.
For our East Coast
For our
listeners as well.
coasties.
For our coasties, yes. And for our West Coasters waking up at 4 a.m. That's who we really posted for.
Our Hawaiian grinders. Waking up at 2 a.m. for work.
Interesting. Okay. Yes. So yeah, hey, like, comment, subscribe over on YouTube. Go over to I think this goes up on Clip Disasters. Go over to Open Disaster Productions. Go like, subscribe, comment there. All right. As always, we'll keep on moving it on to our NFL topic. Owen, is there anything else you want to say about
we need
teams
to keep
going
moving
on this week? Fair enough. Okay. Owen, the question now becomes, it was weird because we've seen this with the MVP over and over and over again.
Yep.
One guy asserts himself. You're like, oh, he's going to win MVP. And then he fucking loses it. And then one guy's going to win MVP. And then he fucking loses it. It was Mahomes' turn. Wow, Mahomes led the drive against, who was that? God, it wasn't the Titans, right? It was something else. Was it that Titans game that he really? No. It was that Chargers game. That was the game he really asserted himself. Where
Yeah,
you're like,
95-yard drive.
yeah, with a minute left, and you were like, "Fuck yeah, that's Patrick Mahomes MVP. That's MV Patrick right there."
Yep.
Mahomes valuable Patrick.
Yeah,
right
and then
there.
he threw 3 picks today, but still threw 3 touchdowns.
He was bad against the Rams. He was bad against Cincy, and then he was bad against Denver.
Well, he
now
wasn't
he's
that bad. He was
fine against the Rams. He was fine and then bad against Cincy, and then he was bad against Denver.
fine against him. He threw 3 touchdowns.
Bad against Denver.
He threw 3 touchdowns. Still.
3 interceptions. 3 bad interceptions.
He still threw 3 touchdowns.
I don't care. He threw the one cool one.
What are the MVP odds right now?
Jalen Hurts minus 140,
What is Patrick Mahomes?
plus 150.
Yeah, I guess it's Jalen Hurts MVP to lose right now.
I wouldn't say he was bad against Cincy. I would say he was fine against Cincy. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, sorry.
We'll see. We'll see though,
Listen.
because if Patrick Mahomes stunts on the Texans or on any of these teams, it's back to Patrick Mahomes.
There's a chance that Patrick Mahomes throws 5 touchdowns this week. Legitimately. And then if Jalen Hurts sputters,
Well, the thing is,
Jalen Hurts
now
is
that
average?
Mahomes had this game, this is Jalen Hurts MVP to lose.
right.
Mahomes has to stunt twice in a row, and Jalen Hurts has to play 1 or 2 touchdown ball.
Here's the stats as they stand right now. Patrick Mahomes has 4,160 passing yards. Jalen Hurts has 3,157 passing yards. It's 1,000 less.
Yep.
He has 33 passing touchdowns. Jalen Hurts has 22 passing touchdowns. Listen, he's going to make it up in the running. But also, Patrick Mahomes has 11 interceptions.
Yep.
Jalen Hurts has 3. That is the biggest. I mean, it is the Aaron Rodgers defense against Tom Brady. What,
It's
2
the
years
Patrick
ago?
Mahomes defense versus Drew Brees.
No, Drew Brees didn't have a lot of interceptions.
Yeah, I know.
It was the Drew Brees defense. Against
Sorry.
him.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Well, and people weren't even really talking about the interceptions that year. I mean, again, Aaron Rodgers' year 2 years ago was really when he stole it away from Brady because he threw 8 less interceptions.
Yeah.
But where they differ, Mahomes has 280 rushing yards. Jalen Hurts has 680 rushing yards. It means he has 400. Means he has 400 less overall, around 400 less overall yards.
Who? Jalen Hurts?
Jalen Hurts, yes. Yeah. And remember, if Patrick Mahomes had 11 more passing touchdowns, but Jalen Hurts has 10 rushing touchdowns, and Mahomes only has 2. So Mahomes in total has 35 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts has 32 touchdowns. It's 3 more touchdowns for Mahomes, 8 more interceptions, but 400 more total yards.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said,
They're about as close as they can get.
Yeah, this is Jalen Hurts right now. This is Jalen Hurts MVP to lose.
It's weird because we say, well, if Mahomes, there's no way Mahomes can beat him without Jalen Hurts being bad.
Right.
Jalen Hurts has to be bad in the next couple games for him to be okay. You all right?
Yeah.
I was just hoping it would stay cold. That's what I was. Yeah, you're fine. Would you bump it up to 69?
No, I just turned it off.
Oh, no, definitely keep it on.
It's back on now.
Okay. Yeah, just leave it. It'll be fine.
Thermostat talk.
I don't want to get it to like 69 or 70. I get hot. I like it a little chillier here.
Okay.
Were you getting chilly?
No.
Someday we can switch. Are you lying?
No.
You a little chilly boy?
Nope.
You're chilly.
It's
boy.
big guy season, Truman. I
Chilly boy.
can't admit defeat to the big guys.
Do you like these arms? I got these arms going on now.
Look kind of good. Look good.
Philly fans mauling they don't have a 5th-year option, by the way. Oh, yeah? Because Jalen Hurts was a 2nd-round pick.
What do you
Well,
do? You
and
really
listen.
think Jalen Hurts is going somewhere else?
Listen, and they were never going to get him. They were never going to get to that option. It was the same with Mahomes. We had to pay Mahomes. We were never going to get to Mahomes. Picking up Mahomes' 5th year didn't really matter much.
To summarize, this is Jalen Hurts MVP to lose. Mahomes is going to need to pop off and really not throw maybe 4 more total picks on the year.
But here's the thing. Let's say Mahomes goes 3 touchdowns every single game from here on out.
Yep.
And goes no more interceptions.
40.
Let's say he throws
45 touchdowns.
5,000 yards. He's going to throw for 5,000 yards, period, minimum. He's got 4 games. He's only 900 yards short. He's thrown for like 300 every single game.
I'm telling you, though, if Jalen Hurts and Mahomes have similar numbers of touchdowns, they're going to give it to Jalen Hurts.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. If Mahomes throws 5,000 yards, he throws 12 more touchdowns. He averages 3 touchdowns a game. He averages 250 yards a game, which would be pedestrian. I think he's going to hit probably close to 5,500. What is the yards record? NFL, it's
like 57.86, I think.
If it's that, I will give you $5.
I'm not joking.
If you nailed it, I'm just. But to the one.
Might be 57-83.
No, 54-77.
Fuck.
54-77. Oh, that was the same. That was the same year that Peyton Manning also threw 55 touchdowns. Listen, Mahomes right now, he's at 41. What did I say? He's at 4160.
Yards.
So,
Yeah.
for all of you keeping track at home.
Needs 250 yards a game.
Well, so he's on pace for 54-40, which is 37 yards short. And that's 320 yards a game.
And that's only averaging all of his games.
Yeah. That's 320 yards a game. Let's say he goes 400. I mean,
he could go for less though.
But let's say he goes 400, 300. That's 350 a game.
Well, if Mahomes,
he breaks the record.
If Mahomes breaks the record, it's his MVP. They have to.
If Mahomes has 5,500 yards and he throws for, if he's throwing that many yards, I bet he throws for 12 more touchdowns minimum.
Yeah. Once again,
Listen,
all hypotheticals.
Is there a situation that Patrick Mahomes throws for over 5,000, or breaks the passing yard records, throws for 50 touchdowns, and loses this MVP?
If he breaks the record, they have to give it to him.
Wait, I mean, we're talking a little crazy. Actually, he's at 33 touchdowns. There's no way he's gonna hit. There's no way he throws 17 in the last 4 weeks.
That'd be crazy. More than four game. No way.
Wait. Let's look at this. I mean, when he did it back in 2018, right? He threw 50 touchdowns.
Yeah, but that included a 5-touchdown game against the Steelers.
Well, a 6-touchdown game against the Steelers. Don't forget.
Yeah, 6.
Oh, I thought he threw 5 touchdowns against Oakland in that final week. No, he only threw 2. He actually had 2 6-touchdown games. Can you name the other one? Should be actually fairly obvious in 2018.
It was the first game of the year. No.
It was no. Pittsburgh. He threw 4 against LA. That was the first game. 6 against Pittsburgh. That was the second game. He had 10 through 2 games, which was crazy.
The other 6-touchdown game?
Come on.
Was it?
Do you need a hint?
Yeah.
Game of the year.
Oh.
Maybe the greatest game of all time.
The Rams game.
The Rams
of course.
game. Yes. Sorry. Yeah. God, man.
No, there's no way he gets 17 touchdowns.
But if he throws 55 touchdowns, 55 yards and 45 touchdowns.
If he gets 5,500 yards, he gets the MVP.
Man, that's only 325 more yards.
Yeah.
Every game.
Yeah. But he has to do that in order to get the MVP. If he doesn't, he won't win. If Hurts is anywhere close to his yards production and he doesn't break the record, it's Hurts.
Listen, here's the thing.
Mahomes has to break the yards record for him to get the MVP at this point.
Here's the weird thing about Mahomes. He's got to have a lot of 3-touchdown games and a lot of 1-touchdown games. He's like 3 or 1 or 1 or 3 or 4 or 1 or 3. He's only had 2 2-touchdown games. He's had no games without a touchdown.
Yep.
Man. Listen. If he throws 5,500 yards and 45 touchdowns.
I'm telling you, but he has to break the yards record. He has to.
He's gonna.
He has to.
Listen, unless he's out of it, week 17, Andy Reid, I think, is not above chasing stats. If he can chase a record, like he kept Mahomes in that Raiders game until he hit 50 touchdowns.
Well, also, the Chiefs are going to play through every game as long as the Buffalo has the tiebreaker.
That's true. They do have that advantage. As long as they're within 1. If they lose another one, Mahomes is done with the MVP race. 2, he doesn't play all 17.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I'm telling you.
But are we talking enough about Jalen Hurts? I mean, Jalen Hurts is having an incredible season.
Yeah.
But he's still a couple touchdowns behind Mahomes. And I mean,
I'm telling you, if Hurts is anywhere close and Mahomes doesn't break the record, it's Hurts' MVP. Because he's not throwing interceptions and he's getting all these total yards for Philly. They can't give it to Mahomes.
But I think we live in a world where there's a high possibility Mahomes breaks the record and Hurts just doesn't let up and they give it to Hurts anyways, which is insane.
I don't think so.
Which is crazy.
I don't think so.
I think it's absolutely reasonable.
I don't think so. When records gets broken, you get the MVP.
Man, Hurts has closed the gap a lot in these last 2 weeks, by the way. He's had 7 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks. Mahomes has had 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you. If
4 or
Mahomes,
5.
that's why Mahomes has to break the record. And also, when Philly plays
Sorry, Mahomes has said 5. So he's closed 2 games.
This next 2-game stretch is the most important. Because Jalen Hurts is going to get 4 or 5 touchdowns against Chicago.
I don't know, man. There's also
The Dallas game and the New Orleans game is where you have to make up your ground. Those are 2 good defenses back to back.
Chicago is not afraid to pull you into the dirt and make you play dirty. I'm not.
But they're a bad defense.
But they've made teams look bad.
The 3 game stretch is where Kansas City needs to make up games. Houston, Seattle, Denver, not good defenses. Well, I guess
Vegas.
Denver's a good defense again.
Mahomes has 4 great options to finish the year. I mean, and you can say that Denver has a great defense. He just passed for 352 on them.
That's because Mahomes is good. Listen, all I'm saying, Jalen Hurts has been having a stellar season. He's been great.
He's had a great year.
He's a couple interceptions away from being out of it. If he throws 5 more interceptions on the year,
Okay,
which he won't do.
He won't. He's only thrown 3. But let's put a realistic number out there. Let's say he throws 3 more in 4 games. Because right now, to be honest, he's
Not throwing the ball.
he might regress to the mean, right? And he also probably isn't going to rush for 1,000 yards. Right? He's
Probably
at
not.
6 he's at what I say 687, right? Yeah, he's going to be close to 1,000 yards. I think if Mahomes breaks the record, Jalen Hurts has to also rush for 1,000 yards.
Hamlins Reed says Bengals have a tough finish, but let's just say Joe balls out. Could he take the MVP from behind?
Joe could absolutely take. Joe is third. Joe's third right now. Joe Burrow is third.
What are his
I
stats?
think Joe is certainly a sleeper. Joe Burrow stats.
Yeah. How many touchdowns?
Joe actually had a bad week, I believe.
He had a bad start too, but he was really hot for the last 4 games.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's played his way into it. Josh Allen is totally out of it. Josh Allen is deader than dead. God, man. Burrow has thrown for 4 touchdowns, 1 touchdown, 2 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns. So in the last,
What are his
but
overall?
last week he had 2 touchdowns, 1 interception.
What is overall?
His overall numbers are just not great. He's at 36.85, so he's 500 yards short of Mahomes. He's at 27 touchdowns, so he's
6 touchdowns.
6 short of Mahomes, and he's at 9 interceptions, so he's two better than Mahomes.
But he's not out of it. He's not out of it.
But he's got the benefit because it is a somewhat narrative based schedule. I mean, he gets to play Tampa Bay, who's bad.
Still have to play Buffalo? Oh, shit.
Right. If he beats Buffalo and he balls out, he throws 4 touchdowns, no picks against Buffalo, and he's close.
Right back in that combo.
This is one of the closest MVPs, and it's the same thing with the Heisman. Been great script writing in both NFL football leagues this year. The Heisman was close. The MVP is now close. Both of those are coming down to the wire like they haven't in so long. I mean, for so many years it's been decided with 7 or 8, 10 weeks left. And all of a sudden we are looking at, listen, Hurts is the guy, but Mahomes was the guy for the last 3 weeks. And before that, Josh Allen was the guy up until that point. And I mean, Tua at one point, Tua was a candidate. Tua's dead. Tua's deader than dead. You can't throw for under 100 yards and still win MVP in that season. You're dead.
Yep.
It's done.
I always knew the Dolphins were frauds.
Home game? Is that a home game against Buffalo? Oh, it is a home game against Buffalo. Hey, Cincy, it'd be so funny. It'd be so funny if you guys did something.
That'd be really cool of you.
Be very funny. Ha ha. We would all laugh. Ha 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 ha.
All of us.
I mean, so I think the seeding in the playoffs is going to come down to the end of the season.
What if the Chiefs lose another game since he beats Buffalo and gets the 1 seed?
Hey, it's not out of the reason, but Baltimore's still ahead of them.
Oh, I forgot about Baltimore. How have they made it this far? They're not good. They're frauds just like the Dolphins.
Handlers, you said, could easily happen. Yeah, it's funny. I believe the AFC is so much harder than the NFC.
Yeah.
But at the same time, all of a sudden, the AFC looks worse because the Bills lost Von Miller.
Yep.
And Josh Allen has not been playing great.
Yep.
Cincinnati is good, but if the Chiefs wouldn't have turned the ball over, they probably would have lost to the Chiefs. And the Chiefs haven't looked great at times either.
Yeah.
But Philly has looked good the entire year. The Niners have had good stretches.
Yeah. Maybe we're paying more attention to the AFC.
We do pay more attention to the AFC, but also the Philadelphia Eagles are playing a soft schedule. But to be fair, I don't think there's any. It's weird because I don't view any, because of how much parity there is in the league this year, I don't view any wins as good wins. No wins feel like statement wins per se, you know?
Yeah, I'm with that.
I don't know.
I think the NFL is the most open it's been since I've been watching it.
I would say, yeah. And I love it. This is
Normally,
awesome.
normally week 14 we go, okay, sweet. We've got the Cowboys, we've got the Saints, we've got who else would the Pats?
Right. One of these 3 teams is going to win the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Or one of these 4 teams or 5 teams. Right now, I think 10 teams could win the Super Bowl.
There's a lot of craziness. There's a whole bunch of teams that can beat other teams. Hell, even the Raiders can beat people right now. The Raiders are bad and they're just randomly good.
And then they just fucking lost to the fucking Raiders or fucking Rams.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But yeah, I think the Bills could win it, the Chiefs could win it, the Bengals could win it. Hell, I think Dolphins get hot. Dolphins could win it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Never count the Chargers out, I guess. But I could certainly probably count the Chargers out. Tennessee.
Ravens could win it if Lamar gets back. Doubt it.
Anybody in the AFC, I wouldn't be shocked. Eagles will beat the Bengals by 21 if we matched up in the Super Bowl. I don't know, man. I just don't believe in the Eagles still. The Eagles have had... Who the Eagles beat? They've beat Minnesota, Dallas.
Here's their schedule, right? Here is the Eagles schedule. I'll read it off. You tell me once you find a team that is really good, okay? And a team that they've beat that's really good.
I know.
Okay. They beat Detroit.
Detroit could be a playoff team.
They lost to
Minnesota. No, they beat Minnesota.
No.
Yes. That's not their one loss on the year.
Why the hell do I have a plus?
They lost to the Commanders. That's their one loss on the year.
Why the hell do I have a plus on this on my week 2 then? Am I cheating?
But yeah, keep going.
Yeah, okay, so Washington, Jacksonville.
Beat them. Bad.
Arizona.
Beat them are bad.
Dallas.
They beat them, but without Dak Prescott. They had no, it wasn't Ben DiNucci. Sorry, it's Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush, yeah.
Sorry, I just wanted to say Ben DiNucci.
Pittsburgh.
Beat them, but are bad.
Houston.
Beat them, but are bad.
Washington.
Oh, and they struggle against Houston. Don't forget.
Washington.
Lost.
And are bad.
Well, Washington is a playoff team.
Indianapolis. Barely won.
And the Colts are bad.
Green Bay.
Well, the Chiefs lost to the
Green
Colts.
Bay is bad.
Green Bay is bad, but they beat them.
Tennessee is bad.
They beat them. Beat them handedly.
The Giants.
Beat them handedly.
Their next games are Chicago, Dallas, New Orleans, Giants.
They can prove themselves against Dallas.
I don't
Dallas
think they're proving
Dallas
it.
is full
These
strength.
guys are the new Steelers.
No.
They're the new Steelers.
They're not the Steelers. The Steelers played a lot of close games. The Steelers were like the 9-0 Chiefs, Andy Reid's first year, where you knew they weren't going to do shit in the playoffs, and you knew they probably weren't even going to win the division.
I think they're frauds, man. Their schedule is sneaky terrible.
I'm interested to see how that Dallas game goes, and I'm interested to see if they stumble against any of these other teams.
When you look at the schedule in the beginning of the year, you're like, holy shit, they're going to lose so many games. And then all of these teams suck.
Right. This is Jalen Hurts, MVP right now. But if they lose to Chicago, if he plays bad and they struggle, they could still beat Chicago. But if he plays bad, if he turns the ball over twice and scores 2 touchdowns, and Mahomes goes out there and balls out for 5 touchdowns, no interceptions against a terrible Texans team.
Mm-hmm. If
you're talking,
if he is average for any of the last 4 games, if they lose any of these last 4 games, his MVP's over. It's over.
Yeah,
it's gone.
Right. I mean,
because Mahomes and Burrow are going to have good games this year.
Yeah.
And I didn't know Burrow was that close. Burrow is close. Burrow is way closer than I wanted him to be.
Is he really?
Yes. 400 yards. What, 3 interceptions? Or 2 interceptions?
I don't know.
Either way. Eagles lose a game. MVP's gone for Hurts. Gone. See ya. Not throwing for enough yards. Not running for enough yards. He's not putting up a crazy dual threat season. He's putting up a good dual threat season. It's not going to touch Lamar.
God, man. Hurts has fumbled 9 times.
Yeah.
But he's gotten a lot of them back, but he's fumbled 9 times.
Yeah.
Mahomes has fumbled. I wonder, because here's the thing, is he might not throw interceptions, but what he might do is fumble. I mean, Mahomes has fumbled 4 times this year and hasn't lost any of them.
How many fumbles has Hurts lost? I think he lost 2 last week.
No, he didn't lose 2 last week.
Who lost 2 last week?
Nobody.
All my fantasy teams.
He has fumbled. He's lost only 2 fumbles out of the 9 that he's fumbled.
That's pretty good.
Listen, that's something that can regress to the mean also.
That's good, yeah.
That's a lot of fumbles.
And
so there's 2 more turnovers. He was 8 ahead of, but he's got 6 fewer turnovers. But Mahomes has 3 more touchdowns. listen, if the touchdown gap widens and the turnover gap lessens, all different, especially for a quarterback that runs the whole time.
I'm telling you, if here are your criteria for a Mahomes MVP. Has to break the record. If it's close at all and he doesn't break the record, they're giving it to Hurts.
I think Mahomes
Hurts is going to probably be on the winningest team.
Yes. We've talked about this for so long,
Yeah.
but it's been good talk. I mean, I think Mahomes has to break the record. He has to throw for 5,500 yards.
Or Hurts has to lose one game. If Mahomes plays like shit for the rest of the year, but the Eagles lose a single game, they get to Mahomes.
If Mahomes plays like shit, the Eagles have to lose too. But if Mahomes breaks the record, he could play like shit and still break the
passes
record.
for more than 5,000 yards, and the Eagles lose a single game, it's Mahomes.
I think they got to lose too.
I don't think so.
I think you can get away with losing to Dallas if Hurts balls out. But if you lose to Chicago,
ball out.
If you lose to Chicago, New Orleans, or who's the other team? They get the Giants again. Then you can't come back
Brian
from
Day
that.
balling out.
And I think that New Orleans game, it's in Philly. Although next week game is at Chicago. Listen.
No, don't
Listen.
Stop.
This is the time to get back on the Chicago bandwagon. I think also that Chicago, I believe, has been eliminated from winning bet potential. So
Our bet?
yeah, they're 3-10 with they've got 4 games left. Wait. They can rally.
No, they can't.
Chicago's
I told y'all
about
to
to-
hammer that under.
Chicago's about to win out. Oh my God. No, that can't possibly be Chicago's. Oh my God.
What's Chicago's schedule?
Listen. If Chicago wins out, I win the bet. It's simple. Home games against Philly and Buffalo. Then they go to Detroit, and then they get a home game against Minnesota. It's doable.
That is the freest bet ever.
But also, Minnesota might be resting their starters week 18. Have you considered that? Have you considered that if they get over the hump?
If Minnesota rests their starters and I lose my bet on that,
Have you considered if they get over the hump of the Eagles and the Bills and they beat the Detroit, the playoff bound,
the
red
red
hot
hot
Detroit
Detroit
Lions? We could be looking at them playing the Minnesota Viking backups to go 7-10. Have you considered that?
no. No, I have not considered that.
That's right. I was running the math, dude. Trust me, Owen. Trust me. Yeah, let me see. I'm looking at the schedule now. Yeah, for the Chicago. I mean, this is all part of the plan. I WWWWW. That's weird. For my last 4. That's
Did you
crazy.
actually?
No. No, I had them beating Philadelphia, actually, but losing against Buffalo and
I have
in
4
Detroit.
straight L's to end the season for Chicago on my sheet. It's not going to happen. Okay.
Says you.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, yeah, so Mahomes gets the MVP, breaks the record. Chicago's breaking the record for winning Owen the most bets on the year at 1. So
Fair enough. Wow. Yeah, the Patriots are definitely going to beat the Cardinals. They're up 27-13, which means I won my Pick'ems league again, which means I've made money doing Pick'ems this year, which is good.
poggers.
I needed that because I was fucking like dog shit early in the year because the machine takes a little bit to hone in,
Calculate.
but it's really honed in. I've won like 3 of the last like 7 or 8 weeks, which is, but it's like a 20-person pick'em.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty much dominating. And it was only like $30 to buy in, and I get like $20 a week for winning. So,
Sheesh.
sheesh indeed.
Sheesh.
And the real one, I want to know if I beat my fucking coworkers. I'm in a one where I'm picking against 2 other guys in the office, and I'd have to guess he picked the Cardinals.
Gotcha.
There's no way he picked the Eagles. He picked the fucking Pats. Oh my God, of course he did. So I'm gonna have the best week, but still, that guy's gonna fuck. Damn it, that sucks.
Well,
I just won't get any points
You
back
know what
on
he
him,
won't
but I'll
do-
still win that week. So that's
you know
good.
what he won't beat you at? Our top 5 of the week.
How about our AFC South team of the week?
Oh, fuck. I forgot about the segment.
How about all the betting? How about everything that we need to
Damn,
cruise
this
through?
episode's going long.
Let's cruise through. Okay, AFC South team of the week. It's simple.
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville Jaguars beat the hell out of Tennessee. Kind of weird, but I like it.
Thank you, Jacksonville, for making our AFC South team of the week easy 2 weeks in a row. Thank you.
Yeah, I also won in the fantasy league of with all the West Virginia guys, and I did not start a full team.
Did you have Justin Jefferson?
No, I just didn't want to. I'm in the playoffs already, and I didn't want to start somebody, so I didn't want to drop guys. So I just started Jonathan Taylor on a bye week, and I still scored 122 points. My team is red hot in that league. What?
Speaking of weird fantasy startings, I pulled the Truman this week in the Ultra Compete League and only had one defense, and I beat the shit out of my opponent. So, shout outs.
Nice. Hey, I beat the hell out of Chase, too, so that's good.
There you
love
go.
to see that. Yeah, suck it. I have no idea.
Friend of the show, Chase.
I'm about to run into weird tiebreakers. So a lot of people are like, well, we should have done head-to-head tiebreakers in fantasy. Listen. In the NFL, I think the most fair thing is to go head-to-head tiebreakers first. That makes sense. In fantasy, I think it should be points for in division always. I think it's dumb to have points. I think it's dumb to have head-to-head things.
Yeah.
I understand it in NFLs because it's based on how your team matches up against another team. It's not how it works in fantasy. I'm gonna have to maybe you should be playing Roto the whole year. The thing is it takes all the fun out of it in the playoffs, but
playing what like a
Roto is who has the best team, right? It's most points scored wins.
Yeah. The whole league?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
No divisions, no games, just points.
I like the chance of the head-to-head matchups for the playoffs.
I like it.
Not for seeding though.
Yeah, because here's the weird thing. So there's about to be like 4 teams tied at 7-7.
Yeah. Which happens all the time in fantasy.
And I've beaten like 2 of the teams once. Some people have also beaten 2 of the teams once. But I think a team and then it comes down to points for, and I'm of the 4, I'm third in points for, but but the guy who's fourth beat me twice. But I beat the guy twice who has the most points for. I'm like, I have no idea what's going to happen in playoff seeding. I hope I make it, but I just have no idea. I'm very
I think
scared.
you might miss the playoffs.
Because I don't know why, but I mean, we were all tied going into this week, and I was out of the playoffs. But I also moved past a team that lost and moved past another team that was lost, but I was the third team out. Or no, I was the fourth. Yeah, I was the third team out. But the other teams won, but I have tiebreakers over them. It's just so dumb.
Weird.
Right, I'm scared.
We'll see.
Do I have a calendar? Oh, also, whoever gets last place in our league has to do a calendar. Trying to think what my calendar shoot should be.
Car wash calendar.
I think you should do the Copper Tone Suntan Lotion label. The one with the dog slightly pulling down the pants and you got a little bit of crack out.
Oh, that's great.
That's absolutely, yeah. Just look up Copper Tone
Always
logo.
bikini calendar, always an option.
Always an option. Oh, fuck. Ooh. I thought of another great punishment that I've never heard of anybody else doing. You guys all have to go to a karaoke bar.
Oh, no.
And everybody gets to pick a song.
For the
and the guy has to sing like 11 songs.
Oh, no.
Dude, that would be incredible. That's a great one.
That's pretty funny, but you get nice and drunk, it wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But
and what if they're a great singer?
It's only funny if the whole gang shows up. Because if only 3 of your friends show up, they're like, hey, have him sing the song for me. Right. It's not going to be any fun. But you have 13, 14 other people all cheering you on, getting drunk with you. That might be a little bit fun.
Well, we're in the hot dog league, and the last place has to go to the bar.
It might be Jonah who wasn't here for the decision.
Yeah, I think there's already been talk that because Jonah and Hayden weren't at the drafts.
Yeah.
If Jonah and Hayden don't go or get last place, we might just go to the next person because they didn't, they weren't really in it. They were here to kind of fill a slot.
Yeah.
But we're all, what is it? You go to the bar, you have to wear a hot dog suit and fill your pocket with hot dogs.
Yeah. Fill your pockets with hot dogs, and whoever you talk to, you have to offer them a hot dog.
Fair enough. I like it. Yeah.
Can I offer the bartender a hot dog in this trying time?
Absolutely. Okay, so AFC South
hopefully don't get kicked out of the bar.
AFC South team of the week, Jaguars. Review our Week 14 picks. Owen, did you catch me this week? You make a bunch of ground? Hey, I heard you were going to make a bunch of ground. What happened?
Shut up.
Did you win? How'd you do this week?
6-7.
6-7? Oh, no.
Shut
Owen, but you need to make 3 or 4 picks up on me every week.
Shut up.
Owen, I went 10-3.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Owen, that moves me to 125 and 88 and 2.
We that's still in a review. We need to review all of these numbers. That
I think my numbers are right. Your numbers don't add up correct.
We'll discover what the actual numbers are eventually, Joe.
I think there's been 225 games played because there's what? How many games left?
We're not doing this math right now.
Well, hold on. It's pretty simple. There's 16 times 4 games left. Times 4.
64 games.
Yeah, 64 games.
Yes, 64. 16 times 2 is 32. Times 2 is 64.
Right. So we should be at 208 because it's 272.
Yes.
So are you at 208?
No, I don't fucking know.
I think you're under 208. I think I'm over 208. Wow.
You've been talking all this shit, and your numbers are wrong.
Wait. I'm at. Oh no. Oh, okay. I'm not that far off. I'm at 215.
It could be 7 losses.
Okay, we can adjust my total.
We'll have to do this at the end of the year.
At worst, I'm at 108, 18, and 88.
When we review our hot takes after the season or before the Super Bowl, we'll also review our picks.
Okay.
We could also do that. We could also review our numbers in the bye week before the playoffs start.
Yeah. Well, if we've got that bye week. You mean when the Chiefs have that bye week,
Wait, but after week 17, is there not an off week?
What? No. What? No. That's why you got to have the 1 seed. LeBron stat padding. Love it. All right, here we go. Man, I'm not sure we're going to have time to talk about same game parlays, guys. We might need to move that till next week.
We can move it to next week.
Listen, it's not an urgent thing.
We're talking about Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes a lot.
Yep. How's Machine do versus Steam? Steam versus Machine?
Yeah, how did that go?
Let me see. It all kind of comes down to how the Lions.
In the interest of time.
Hold on. Let me see.
Shout out last word on Spurs, by the way.
I'm hoping 27-13. Fuck.
You gonna lose another spread?
I'm worried. I have the total.
It's at 40 right now.
It's at 40 right now. Fuck, I can't remember what the total was. God, I'm worried. Because I'm worried it's like
42.
Yeah, and the Pats have the ball. They don't need to score, but they're at like the Cardinals. I'm at 44.5.
You need a pass touchdown.
No, I don't. I have the under.
Oh.
So if that hits, the Machine on Steam vs. Machine goes 2-3. Hey, patreon.com/open disaster. Hey, big shout out Skylar, Picaro, Dylan.
Are you below 50?
Meltbox, Aaron, and Joe. Yes.
Are you below 50% on the year for the Machine?
On Steam vs. Machine, on the Machine, no. The Machine, I'm still positive. I'll still be positive like a unit, or I'll be positive like 3 units still.
That's good.
On Steam vs. Machine, I'll be minus like 1.5 units, which to be fair, for like 70 picks, I mean,
It's not bad.
It's not bad. It could be so much worse. I'll still have the lead on my dad, I believe. Although my dad did pretty good.
Going even, yeah, I saw that. We got a little wee-woo action out
We're
there.
about to get abducted by aliens out there. Yeah.
Well, but going even on picks is probably most likely positive money.
No.
You don't think so?
No. Because juice. Picks you lose are 110, or 1.1 units typically, and picks you win are 1 unit. Right? Because either you bet it the correct way, which is you bet $11. If that $11 hits, you win $10. But if you lose, every time you lose $11. But every time you win, you only get $10.
Are you always doing minus 110 betting?
That's what spreads are.
They're always minus 110?
Not always, but they're typically minus 110.
Oh,
That's a
that.
rule of thumb.
I didn't think about that.
That's why they do that. It's to make juice. Because if you go 500, you lose $10.
Okay.
For every 2 picks.
Interesting. I never approached that.
Yep.
In my mind.
So there you go.
Okay, not terrible for the Steam versus Machine this week.
No, it's fine. Owen's 5-team parlay of the week.
Went 3-2. Pittsburgh and New England.
What's your 5
New
team?
England's gonna win.
What's your 5-team this week?
Just fucking kidding.
4-1?
4-1.
Again? Jesus.
Damn, I'm so fucking good.
Stop.
I need to bet these picks.
Well, you're not.
KC won, Jacksonville won.
It's the parlay of the week, so
Right.
you're bad at it.
Right. But like I said, I'm starting to. I did forget to bet this week, but I've been. I need to start betting all of the picks. But yeah, so I had KC, Jacksonville, Dallas, Pittsburgh, New England, everyone was like, well, Jacksonville's probably going to lose. And they won.
Yep.
And New England was another one that was like, what? Why are you doing that? And they won.
Yep.
So, but yeah, Pittsburgh choked the game. Trubisky threw 3 interceptions. Dang it, Trubisky. They took Kenny Pickett out because he's buns.
I mean, have we talked about how hard Buffalo's schedule is to end this season? I mean, home against Miami, tough game at Chicago.
Shut up.
Then they're at Cincy, and then they're back at home against New England.
No, it's not that tough.
It's 2 pretty hard games.
It's not that tough.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry. I was just looking at the 5-team parlay of the week. I don't want to put one together. You putting yours together real quick?
Yep.
Here, let me give you inspiration. Philly over Chicago.
Shut up. Let me make my parlay.
I said Philly over Chicago. Let him cook. Jesse, we need to cook.
I'm cooking right now. Let me cook.
Let him cook. Detroit over the Jets.
I love that. I'll include that.
Thank you.
Here we go. New Orleans, Kansas City, Tennessee, Minnesota, Detroit.
Hold on. I can actually put all those picks in. Hold on. Fuck it. Real quick.
It's a good. I gotta take a picture.
Real
of
quick.
this as
A
well.
minute, an hour, 45 episode. Real quick episode.
We got some good content here, though.
Yeah,
we
I know.
argued for a while.
We can't be upset. Yeah, we argued for a long time about Nick Bolton. That's really where this episode got off the rails.
Stand Nick Bolton.
Was fucking 20 minutes of talking about Nick Bolton making one play on a game that the Chiefs won.
Welcome
on a
to
game
that's
that-
true.
Yeah, that they scored
That's
anyways.
the first time
and
we
Chiefs
had an
still
argument
won.
like that in a while, though.
That's true.
Normally, I just say you're wrong, and we're like, yeah, whatever.
Okay. All right. Give me the picks again.
New
Minnesota.
Orleans,
New Orleans.
Kansas City,
Okay.
Tennessee,
Okay.
Minnesota,
Well, I gotta find Tennessee, sir. Okay, I got them all.
Minnesota, and Detroit.
Yep. Plus 1050.
That is another weak one.
Well, the Chiefs are minus 900 favorites.
Okay, I'll choose a different team.
But Tennessee is plus 136 underdogs.
I'll choose a different team. I'm not gonna choose. We got Cleveland. Who's Cleveland playing? That's probably.
Also,
What's Cleveland? What's the odds on
My
Cleveland?
machine
Baltimore?
does not believe that the Chargers are worse than the Titans. What?
What's Cleveland, Baltimore?
Remember, Lamar's probably still not playing.
Right.
Cleveland's favored by 172. Minus 172. They're favored by 3 points.
Oh, I'll take Baltimore actually.
Baltimore plus 144.
Yes.
You are now plus 224.26.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, if this hits, this pays off all your parlays for the year.
Yeah, there's been a couple that if I actually bet them, like the one that I actually hit, Arizona, KC, Washington, Atlanta, Tennessee, that was plus 28.87, and I just didn't bet it. Oh. Cringe.
Omega cringe. Okay. Sounds good to me, dog.
Yeah.
Wait, what did I take? Did I take? Oh, fuck. Oh, I might have cashed big time.
What, you hit a bet?
Oh, the under hit. It ended 27-13. Mwah. Oh, and I also bet the New England Patriots. Oh, my God. I'm so good. I bet the New England Patriots minus 3.5. That was an alternate line at plus 120. That hit at plus 120 for $10. So
There you go.
I won $13 to end
Wow.
or I won, sorry, $23. Good math.
Dude, you're insane.
Yeah.
I've been giving my money back recently to the casino. Luckily, I'm still obviously up over $300 this
I've ended
year.
up
but-
pretty positive. So, fucking Jody Fortson.
Jody Fortson, shout out!
All right, that'll do for just the sports content. Owen, quick hitter.
Top
five bugs. Yes.
You ready?
Go.
Number 5, the jumping spider.
Number 5,
They're really
the
cute.
jumping
The least scary spider. They're kind of cute, and sometimes they wear water droplets as hats. Number 4, the stick bug. They look funny.
Oh, and you can stick bug your friends.
Exactly. Number 3, the swallowtail butterfly. Because my dad grew parsley, and the swallowtail caterpillars are always over there, and caterpillars are really cute.
Okay.
Number 2, the honeybee, because the goat. And number 1, shout out the real goat, the praying mantis.
Ooh.
By the way, 95% of praying mantises in the wild are infected with this one parasite.
That's weird.
95, it's crazy.
Parasite's kind of like my favorite movie. That's crazy.
Parasites really do be munching on praying mantises.
Damn.
Eat them out from the inside.
All right. Kinky.
Yeah,
All
pretty
right.
gross.
Fair enough. Okay. All right.
But yeah,
Not bad.
5-1 again. Jumping spider, stick bug, swallowtail butterfly, honeybee mantis.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
My top 5. It's simple. 5. Roly polies.
Oh yeah.
They're just funny. They're funny to look at. Little funny little bugs. Funny little guys.
Yep.
Number 4, worms.
Worms are not bugs at all. They're animals. They are not
What?
bugs.
Are they not in the? No, worms.
Bugs, but they're not insects. If that's what you're trying to.
Right. No, we specified bugs versus
I don't
insects.
think we count a worm as a bug.
I do.
Okay, whatever.
But worms. Number 4. Number 3.
Grubs.
Black widows. They're pop culture icons. Just for how much they get mentioned. They're a superhero. They are probably one of the most well-known spiders. Black Widow, baby. You know that song?
Oh yeah.
Remember that song? Yes, absolutely. Number 2, bees. The goat. We already talked about it. The throat goats. They'd be ingesting that pollen and putting it out. What?
Thanks.
What's your issue?
It's saying neither of you have bees at one.
Well, because here's the thing.
Praying mantis, bro.
Owen has praying mantis number 1, but here's the real number 1. Listen, bees.
Oh, I
bees
know
are
what your was number one
bees
is.
are good and all, right? Bees are cool. You know what the issue with bees are? They're a little too vanilla for me. I like my bugs just a little kinkier, and for that reason, number 1, the daddy long legs. Any
Also
bug
known
that
as-
you have to call daddy goes number 1. Thank you.
Known as the huntsman.
The huntsman spider. Yes.
No, not the huntsman spider. Huntsman.
Oh.
That's it. They chew their food, actually.
Yes. And remember that they would absolutely murder us in a heartbeat if their mouths were big enough.
That's not true.
That's a lie, right? That's-
Yes, it's not real.
What is it?
They don't have venom at all.
Oh, they don't?
No.
Oh, I thought they're supposed to be like the most poisonous
Yeah,
spiders.
this is something your 7th grade teacher tells you.
Damn.
I think they are poisonous, not venomous though.
Fair enough.
They're definitely. It's definitely not like. I think they actually. Sorry, I take that back. I think they have venom, and it's like a painful bite, but it's not like deadly venom.
Venom, 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 venom. From here on out, calling that anti-hero daddy. Daddy long legs. What's your answer? Final answer? Hurry up. Hurry up, we gotta get out of here. Hurry up, this episode's
I
almost... We
can't
gotta get
do-
it in and under an hour 45, and I got a pop culture minute I need to talk about. Very important
You
that we
start
talk about
doing
it.
that. I'll do
No, it's not something that you can really interrupt.
Well, damn, they're really fucking this shit up. I can't find anything about their venom. I don't think they have venom.
Fair enough.
They're not dangerous, but they do bob up and down when they're scared,
That is kind of funny.
which is pretty funny.
All right.
They look. It's just
Yeah.
It's kinda
Dang,
outside.
they just like me for real. Okay.
What's
and real
my-
quick. Probably take a little bit of a moment of silence here. A
Yep.
sad. I believe it is becoming somewhat official in a sad way. I don't know. Bill Snyder tweeted this out, and I don't know. By the time this comes out, things could be happening. From what I understand from the reports I'm reading online,
It's not good shape.
yes, the Pirate, Mike Leach, longtime Texas Tech football coach, Washington State football coach, kind of one of the founding fathers of really the air raid offense, and especially the aspect we see it today.
Yep.
Sounds like he's had a major heart issues. Had a major heart attack. Somebody said a quadruple bypass, and from sources inside Mississippi State, sounds like he's kind of getting moved to essentially hospice.
He's in critical care.
Yeah, he's basically been I saw an update like an hour before we went on that said he was probably getting moved to essentially like hospice.
Yeah, hospice is end of life care. So
Yes. So, just kind of a moment of silence here. We'll
Yeah,
probably,
cheers.
honestly, probably just end this just with a little bit of silence for Mike Leach. Really
Yeah,
sad to miss him. Listen,
I saw a report that he had his heart attack and then has essentially suffered brain death, which is unrecoverable.
Yeah.
So.
Listen, I mean, he,
I'd love to be wrong. But
Right.
I haven't seen.
if
anything
anybody could do
positive.
it, it'd be Mike Leach. But, swing your sword strong
Yep.
today. Live life to the fullest. Go out there.
Yep.
It's,
You never know.
you never know. Absolutely. But yeah, we'll probably just end it here with silence. But do appreciate everybody for being here, hanging out. But yeah, big rip to Mike Leach. Really sad passing.
Yep.
We'll see you guys next week, but also swing your sword. See you.